we're seeing the kids work, right? They're working hard. We need to work harder. Some of the young people need to understand what it takes to win at this level, but they're coming out every day with a positive attitude, and they are getting better. I mean, some of the young guys are getting better. They're not quite where we want to be or where they want to be, but they are getting better, and so that's a positive, and we need to reinforce that going forward because the first 3 games have been very close in a lot of aspects. So. Close, but real far away.
Every week we come out and we grind, and we practice hard every week. There's definitely no doubt about that. But we just have a stress on giving more and just whatever it is you got to do, and you got to strain in the meeting room and on the field. It works both ways. And then you have to strain off the field too. What you do off the field also ties into somehow how you're going to play during the week.
Starting to come together, as you can tell throughout the weeks, and we're starting to play more as a family, which is good. And it's the little things that are counting for. So if we can just all pull it together, I think it's a good defense.
As a linebacker unit, we're all gonna fly around, every game and do our best to do the right coverage and put the right gaps as hard as you can. I think that's one of the best things about Kevin and Luke. They have nonstop motors, and we just try to carry the same tempo from practice and excel it a little higher in game day. As far as the secondary goes and the defensive line, we've had a few new guys step up, and the biggest thing with them is just got to do their job.
Luke, as I've said over and over again, is a great football player, and he's getting some tremendous stats, and part of it's our problem up front. But once again, I don't know where we'd be without him. The problems that we're still having, but he's just a great football player, and his attitude is exactly what you want out of a captain, and we'll get it done.
He's a totally different player. I've never played with anyone like him, but I've definitely learned that he's just an animal. He flies around. He's got a motor that doesn't stop, and I like to try to play like that, and it's good inspiration.
Luke he's a great person, a great leader. He's great work ethic. It's an honor to play with him. He's just a great kid, and he flies around, and he's always around the ball. I think that's something that's you can't really teach that. But that's just his mentality, and he's just always running. And he's getting in on tackles, and he's calling all the plays. So. He's just, it's great to have him there. And if I ever have a question or whatever, I just always tap him on the shoulder wherever it is, and always respond.
Well, the pulse in the locker room has been positive, but once again, you have to understand the locker room and on the field are 2 different things. We need to see the work on the field, and that has happened. And then, one of the issues has been the lack of seniors. If you will, the playing seniors contributing and doing a great job on the field. So, the leadership has to come from the coaches and it has to come from individual players, and it doesn't matter what class you're in.
We're hungry, we want that win. It means more than anything. I know a lot of the guys in the room haven't lost many football games in their life. I know personally I only lost 2 games before I came to BC. Which is, it's hard to, we have a lot of sore losers, but, the question is, after 3 weeks, how do you respond? Do you go up or do you go down? And, we're going to keep fighting no matter what, It's, we were pretty close in a few games of just turning it around or whatever it was, doing the little things, and just got to close that gap.
Yeah, definitely. It's another game. We just got to come out like we're 0-0 and just got to go in this week and practice and work hard and prepare ourselves to be the best we can be coming into Saturday's game.
UMass is very well coached. They have good players. They're obviously undefeated. They came in here 4 years ago, I believe, and gave us all we can handle. they have a plan and they stick to it, and they're well coached. They know what they're doing. You know, they went up to Michigan last year and gave them all they can handle. I don't think they're going to come in here awed by anything, or should they be? You know, once again, we haven't won a football game yet, so we're going to have our hands full with them athletically and certainly motivation.
You know, it's going to be high intensity. It's going to be higher intensity than last week, and we're going to, you know, do whatever we have to do to fix the little things. You know, UMass is no joke. They're a great program. They're on the rise, and just because they're not in the ACC or the Big East or whatever it is, you know, you can't take a program like for granted. You know, especially they have a lot to play for. You know, they see us as, you know, wow, we could be the best team in Massachusetts. You know, so we're going to go out there and prepare and do what we got to do.
We're going to start watching film and stuff and just prepare as much as we can, and then go on to the practice field, work as hard as we can, and go into the game this weekend. So, excited.